intolerances doesn't necessarily mean that food actually has to be boring.
No, it doesn't. You just need to have a little imagination. Get yourself some fresh, vibrant produce and play around with flavours, fresh herbs, spices, techniques. I mean, it's about what you can eat, not what you can't eat. And we are very lucky. We're surrounded by fabulous produce. I love the fact we get the opportunity to go to fresh farms, Rich.
There's one thing about travelling around a Victorian countryside and getting to use the freshest possible produce and learning about that produce in a much more deeply connected way because we meet the producer.
There you go. Well, another beautiful farm, Rich.
Gotta love regional Victoria.
Hi.
Hello, Helen. I'm Karen.
Nice to meet you.
Richard.
Thank you for coming to Brad's Produce Zucchini Flower Farm.
What a cracking day we've got today.
It is amazing. Yeah.
It is.
Would you like to come and see some produce?
Love to. So, Helen, tell us what you and Brad grow on the
We
farm.
mostly grow zucchini flowers, and that is mostly the female flower that has the zucchini attached.
Yes.
Yeah, I realised that, yeah.
Yeah, and mostly chefs like yourself stuff the flower.
We
and
do.
And they're served at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Yes.
And how old are these plants that we're looking at
These
here?
plants are 3 weeks old.
Wow.
3 weeks?
Yeah, 3 weeks, yeah. And you've got your first little flower that's growing right there.
Awesome.
Yeah, so eventually these will be producing every single day. And we mostly
One pops
pick,
out,
yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah, we mostly pick morning and night to get the most we can from the plant. Every day they produce something.
Well, Helen, Richard and I have some beautiful recipes. We'd love to stay and cook here if we could. Can we hang about for the day?
Would love that. Thank
That'd
you.
be great. Thank you so much, Helen.
No worries.
Thanks, bye. Look at that beautiful bowl of Brad's produce.
They're going to be great, Rich, because we're going to make a zucchini and pesto pasta. So I'm going to slice some zucchini up. Can you pick me a couple of bunches of that basil and a little bit of parsley I think you've got there? And I'm going to slice up this zucchini. Now, I have to tell you all about it. This pasta came about because my children actually don't eat zucchini. So I thought, well,
Which is a shame because it's such a versatile vegetable.
they love pesto, though.
Yeah.
So what I did was put almost 50% zucchini, shredded like spaghetti, into the pasta and mixed it with pesto.
So you tried to cheat.
And hey, presto, they loved it. So you pretty much just cut yourself slices of the zucchini and then stack them together and cut them up like the spaghetti.
See, for me, I really like the fact that when you make a vegetable pasta, that the ratio is half-half. So I know I'm getting more vegetables into my meal, so there's more nutrition there, and sort of a little bit less carbohydrates.
Yeah. So I'm preaching to the converted, really.
Absolutely.
Here I was thinking I was doing something groundbreaking. And now I'm adding the parsley, not only for flavour, but it's a bit of a tip to keep your pesto really green, is to put a little bit of parsley through it. It just brightens the colour. Onto the pesto, I've got a blender, 80 grams of hazelnuts. These have been lightly toasted. You could use
The traditional pine nut?
traditional pine nuts. I just thought I'd put a little spin on it. So into the blender. 2 cloves of garlic, 2 large cloves. I've got 150 grams of pecorino cheese, finely grated, very similar to Parmesan, as in it's a cooked cheese, but it's made from sheep's milk.
Very low lactose, which is...
And I know you like it, Rich.
I love it.
But you could omit it if you wanted to. Is that my basil?
That is your basil.
My basil.
Our basil.
And if you could chop over
The parsley. Do you want a rough chop or a fine chop,
just
Karen?
as fine as you can, and I'll pop that in there.
There we are.
In with the parsley, a couple of pinches of salt, and heaps of black pepper. And oil, please,
Yeah,
Rich,
go.
extra virgin, around 220 to 250 mils. And I just add it all in together and
Okay.
blitz away. Whew. Lid on. And here we go.
Look at that
Sorry, Rich.
Look at that amazing, beautiful green colour.
Yep, just like the fields.
Can we, how do we...
You can.
how do we
I'm
taste?
just going to tip it straight in here,
Yeah.
and you can taste away.
Awesome.
I think the toasted hazelnut, pecorino, and the basil with the zucchini is going to be just
at that.
perfect. Good, good.
That is fantastic. I could just eat that.
Well, while you're eating that, I've got a pack and a half of the Barilla gluten-free spaghetti. Straight into a pot of salted boiling water. Just give it a little stir. So we're chasing al dente, which means to the tooth.
To the tooth.
Right, making a sauce for the spaghetti. So half the amount of pesto that we made, Rich, and 150 mils of the Lidl's lactose-free light cream. Throwing in the zucchini because the pasta's almost done.
So nice.
And so, Rich, zucchini's been in there for like 30 seconds.
It's basically blanching it, really.
Yeah, and the pasta is cooked. Now we want a little bit of that pasta water in there.
Yep.
And it'll emulsify our sauce beautifully. And then you just stir it through,
Yeah.
Rich. The pesto is melting through the pasta beautifully. And the way the Italians do it, you ready?
Yeah, I'll be
Is
watching.
it goes onto one big platter like this. Ooh, come on, Karen, you can
Come
lift
on.
it. And tip it out. Just before it goes to the table. I mean, it looks glorious as it is, but because we have these zucchini flowers here, I'm just going to simply tear it open, take the stamen out, and then drop them on top.
Can I go?
Yeah, please.
Awesome.
And if we had some chopped hazelnuts, which we do, I'll sprinkle some of those over the top as well. And that just adds another layer of texture. Here we go.
That looks so beautiful, Karen.
Thanks, Rich. It's my zucchini and pesto pasta.
Now, you can find this recipe and all our other recipes at intolerantcooks.com.au. Bellissimo. That is gorgeous.
Grazie. Chris, it's so great to have you back on Intolerant Cooks. You made a delicious dish for us last time, didn't you, Rich?
I did, but what's he going to do with the zucchini flowers is what I can't wait for.
Thanks for having me back, guys. So today we've got some lovely stuffed zucchini flowers, and we also got some beautiful flat iron from Cape Grim, one of my
beautiful.
favorite cuts in there.
Look, I think
Beautiful
it's time for me to go. You guys have overthought this too much. I'm going to come back with just a little surprise later.
Okay, look forward to it, Rich.
Thanks, Rich.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.
Just the two of us now, Chris. So tell me more about this dish. What do we hit first?
Okay, we've got 150 grams of black Kalamata olives over here.
And some,
Got 25 grams of anchovies in there.
I'm guessing some garlic, is that right?
Yes, just 1 clove of garlic, please.
There you go.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. And we also got 15 grams of capers.
Capers.
I also got 50 grams of olive oil.
And a bit of a whiz bang,
That's it.
and we're done.
Okay, done. It's good to keep some texture in there, so it doesn't
Yeah, I
have
like a
to
little
be
bit of texture too.
too fine. So maybe I'll get you to hold
Yep.
this one for us, Karen, please.
I was wondering how we're going to get the tapenade into the zucchini flowers.
Great choice having a
I was gonna get
disposable
messy.
piping bag. There you go. Brilliant.
Tapenade done.
And I've done.
So what's next?
So next we've got our horseradish foam.
Ooh, now that is
Getting a bit
fancy.
fancy.
That is
Yeah.
fancy for Intolerant Cooks because it's not something that people automatically think that they can go home and do, but you're going to show us how simple it is.
Very simple. So I got my horseradish over here, grated.
You have to be really careful when you're grating that, don't you, Chris?
You do, yes. Has to be very cold.
Because the potency of horseradish is really extreme. It can burn your nose and eyes, but that is also the lovely attraction about it, isn't it?
Correct. Yeah. We also got 200 milliliters of soya milk.
Ah, soy milk.
Soya milk actually keeps the horseradish really. You get that burst of
It's
flavor
clean.
of the horseradish.
So-
It's clean.
ah, okay.
Okay, gonna close this one down. Slowly pour the oil.
Add it in. So you add the oil slowly so that the liquid and the oil come together and emulsify.
So it gets the consistency of a mayonnaise. That makes sense.
So Chris, what are you doing now with the horseradish cream? What have you got there?
So I got a cream gun over here. So you can buy these from the shop these days. Well, supermarkets will sell them. You charge it with nitrous oxide, and there's your whipped cream in there, ready to go. Okay, so I'm gonna pour the horseradish in.
Can you keep that for a while?
You can keep it in the fridge 3-4 days.
So you can have horseradish foam on hand
All
anytime.
week.
For at least a week.
Oh, wait, that's it. So I'm gonna close the valve, that's it. Get it all up. And I've got the nitrous oxide here, or as they know, as cream bulb chargers.
Yes.
It's gonna go in,
There.
and you can hear the gas going in. Give it a good shake. And that's it, we'll let it sit in there.
And
For
our cream
later on.
gun is ready to go.
Ready to go.
And next up, the zucchini flowers.
Zucchini flowers.
We take the stamen out.
Stand the stem out.
That's that little yellow bit in the middle.
It's very bitter in flavour as well.
Yeah,
So
you don't want to leave them in.
open up the flour. And get the top nut in.
Beautiful. And a bit of a twist.
A bit of a twist. And set this high. There you go.
What's
Time
next?
to cook the flat iron.
Okay.
Let's get on the barbie. First of all, we're just gonna season with salt and pepper.
One of the biggest tips I think we could give Chris when it comes to cooking beef is to bring it to room temperature. Would you agree with me?
Correct, yes. You can't cook any meat straight from the fridge. What happens is you're gonna cook on the outside and the inside is just gonna stay cold and just gonna cook uneven. So, very straightforward. So we've got a nice hot grill. We're gonna put it in for 3 minutes on each side. I also got a nice bunch of thyme and I've got some melted butter over here. We're just gonna quickly
Beautiful.
add some flavor on the meat.
I love the smell of meat on the barbecue.
That smells awesome.
Something good's coming.
So meat's ready to come off. Gonna turn it around to the original side that we cooked first.
Why do you do that, Chris?
So when it rests, the heat is in the very top, so it just keeps
It
on resting
radiates.
evenly.
Yeah,
It is
radiates through.
So I keep it on the side.
Chris, what's next? Zucchini flowers?
Next, zucchini flowers. So we're just gonna get the zucchini. We've got some gluten-free tempura mix over here, and we're only gonna cover the flour only.
Gotcha.
Got a pot of oil at 180 degrees. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna dip the flour and hold it for about 30 seconds.
Do you do that, Chris, so it doesn't fall to the bottom?
Correct. So if you, once you put it down, the zucchini will turn around and will overcook the actual stem, and the flour will not get crunchy at all. And then I'm just gonna drop the whole flour in there.
And if you don't want to daredevil it at home, you could use tongs.
That's right. I'm gonna get them out. We also keep that natural looking color of the zucchini flour.
That's beautiful.
It's time to plate up.
Okay,
We're gonna cut the steak.
so when it comes to steak, normally you're cutting across the grain
Correct.
to have a slice that is tender to eat.
That's right.
But with flat iron,
Flat iron, it doesn't matter where you cut it, because the way it's underneath the blade, the grain's going pretty much both
ways.
So it doesn't matter. It's not gonna affect the tenderness of the meat,
right,
which is a bonus. Okay.
not too bad. It's
Yeah,
nice
yeah,
and
yeah.
pink.
Nice and pink.
Fly away with it.
Okay.
Delicious.
Okay. Always season the meat again after you slice it. Beautiful. We've got some lovely caramelized pears in here. Just been cooked in some oil until it gets some color, and then put some butter and sugar to lightly caramelize them. So I'm gonna use 3 of these beautiful pears over here. Also got some lovely pickled red cabbage. Again, acid is very important to the dish.
And very crunchy.
Very crunchy. Then we also got the lovely zucchini flowers. I'm gonna use 2 of them on the plate. And we also got
And da-da-da.
the fun stuff. Hopefully it works. I'm gonna try some on the chopping board first.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful. I'm just gonna put some.
It's like a flower in itself.
It is. 2 of them, maybe 3.
That
And
is
also
beautiful.
we got
Very
some
colourful.
herbs that we foraged earlier.
So tell me what you've got here.
Got some wood sorrel. It's got this beautiful sort of lemony aniseed flavor as well.
Hit
to
of
it.
lemon, yeah.
Hit of lemon. And we also got some fat hen that we picked earlier on. Full of iron, very healthy.
So
It's classified as actually as a wheat, the fat
It
hen.
is. It
That's
grows
got
in paddocks.
beautiful flavor. And to finish off, we
Big
can
hen.
also use the actual flour itself. That's beautiful raw as well, the top of the zucchini.
you're building a masterpiece here, Chris.
Thanks, Karen. And here's my dish, our Cape Green flat iron steak with stuffed zucchini and horseradish foam.
And for Chris's dish and every other dish we do on the show, head to intolerantkooks.com.au and download the recipes. taste this.
Hey, you two.
Oh,
Don't start without me.
hello.
You're back.
Look what I made.
Richard,
Wow,
looks
look at that.
Beautiful.
So a little bit of goat's cheese, lemon, zucchini, very simple. But what have you made?
Flat iron steak with our stuffed zucchini, the beautiful tapenade, and also horseradish foam.
Well, it doesn't get better than this, does it? In the
No.
beautiful Wandon Valley. Chris here cooking for us. It is so splendid.
Thank you.
The secret to a great curry is in the paste. You put all the effort into that and it doesn't matter what you throw in it, it will be fabulous. This is a Thai-inspired curry. I'm using both gingers, normal ginger and a galangal ginger.
I love galangal.
Oh, galangal?
Galangal.
Okay, you choose.
Galangal.
So starting off, we'll make the paste rich. I've got finely chopped galangal, finely chopped ginger, about 6 chilies, seeds and all. And we've also got coriander roots. They've been washed and chopped. I'm going to throw this into the mix and blitz it up first.
Yep.
Just pop the lid on and push. Thanks. I'll pick up the speed. Stop. And we're going to follow in with a few more ingredients. We're going to hit this curry paste with some spices. 2 tablespoons of coriander seed, 2 teaspoons of black peppercorns, a tablespoon and a half of shrimp paste, and also a tablespoon of dried shrimp. Now, they are quite stinky ingredients to add.
I know it's called Balachan, isn't
Yeah,
it?
no, just put it on the edge of your nose.
I know you now.
A good shrimp paste will smell like...
Sort of really bad socks.
That's it, yeah, Jim Locker socks. Anyway,
Anyway.
but trust me, this is like the gritty, gutsy bit of a curry paste that you need to
If you
have
don't really have that, I would say don't try and bother to imitate it because you'll never find anything.
with a gym sock. That's too funny. Okay, coriander and peppercorns first.
Yep.
And then we've got the dried shrimp as well, that rich umami fishiness that is needed in a curry paste. And away we go. So Rich, that's the paste done.
Just a look. Still chunky.
Yeah, and you've still got some whole seeds in there as well, but it's fine. What we need to start though is 3 stalks of celery. We're not starting this curry with onions or garlic
Yeah. Why?
because it's a FODMAP recipe. It's FODMAP friendly. I'm going to throw the curry paste into the pan. Rich, I'm just going to pop this on the heat for a couple of minutes before we add the celery. Today we're throwing a few things together that are quite quick to cook. Sweet potato, eggplant, and I've got some snake beans and tofu from later on.
Yeah.
Rich, you can see that I'm just frying this off. Where are you? Come and snick your snoz in there.
Oh,
No, but the fish paste is a bit overpowering. I'm
just
sorry.
a little. That's about the 3rd time you've done that to me, I reckon. I don't know why I fall for it every
no,
time.
I was chasing the galangal. The fragrance of the galangal is really quite
Intense?
intense but delightful at the same time. Okay, in with the celery. Stir that through, Rich. So if you are on a low FODMAP diet, a little bit of celery is a great replacement to garlic and onion. Let's throw in the eggplant and the sweet potato. And then we'll throw in the FODMAP for you chicken stock, please. Sort of have to do that in a hurry. We don't want to burn the curry paste.
Right.
Then bring the sauté pan back to the simmer and we'll add 3/4 of a tin of coconut milk.
Okay.
Simmer a little further, then we'll throw in some lime leaves, a little bit of coconut sugar and some fish sauce.
So do you add those at the end?
No, I'm going to add them halfway through
Okay,
cooking.
cool.
Oh, yeah. There we go. 25-minute Thai-inspired curry.
We've got snake beans, tofu, eggplant, sweet potato.
You can use any rice you like. I've gone for the traditional jasmine. Steamed. Big chunks of eggplant, tofu. And I don't know about you, Rich, but when it comes to curries, I've got to have lots of that sauce. Like, that's the most important bit. I think that's looking good. Squeeze of lime. How about a little bit of coriander on the top there, Rich? Really quick, easy, Thai-inspired tofu, sweet potato, and eggplant curry. Rich, that's it for the day, but I can't wait to see where you take me next week.
I have got some.